Alright, first season of P-Valley may be over, but let's count down my favorite characters, shall we? Play my intro. Hey you guys! Hey, how are you all the way in the back over there? As you guys know, it is me, D, and I'm here with something a little different. Well, I've actually done a countdown before where I've done my top 10 favorite my favorite black Marvel superheroes, as well as my favorite black DC superheroes, and I want to do more countdowns because I love stuff like this, like Watch Mojo and stuff like that. That's one of my favorite YouTube channels that I actually subscribe to. And you know what? Everybody's been into P-Valley this summer. Summer has wrapped up. We're now going into fall, into different shows and whatnot. And P-Valley may be over for now, but hey, let's reminisce about our favorite characters that we all love and know. So I'm going to give you my personal list of my top 10 P-Valley characters. And maybe you may feel the same way about them, or maybe you may not. Maybe I left out some of yours. But anyway, let's get started. So number 10 is Yoli, and she wasn't really featured. Now, if you guys remember in the first couple of episodes, especially the first episode, there was a bartender that which was trying to get Autumn to understand how to work, you know, the club, the Pink and whatnot, and to spot out what guys to go to that's going to give her, you know, a good tip or some money and stuff like that. What guy wears what drink is a guy buying. It definitely determines how much he's gonna spend on the girls. And I really liked her character, and they were kind of developing her in the first episode, and you see her in the second episode talking to Autumn, seeing if she remembers what she taught her and told her. And then the last time you see her is when they try to get Mercedes. By the way, there's gonna be some spoilers here and there if you guys have not seen P-Valley yet. But definitely, yes, what I was saying is that she the last episode she was in is when they was trying to get Mercedes out of the jailhouse, and they weren't able to. And that's the last episode that you saw her in. You didn't see her for the auction. You didn't see her for the last day at the Pink. She just, nobody mentioned her, nobody said anything. But if you're going to introduce her back, I need me a bigger storyline. They hinted that she had a relationship, or it looked like she had a relationship with Jupiter, who was another stripper, or was she a bartender? Maybe she was both, and she was pregnant. They showed her. But anyway, that's my number 10 pick, and it's Yoli, and I want to see more of her. Number 9.
Boy, you need to lay off them suicide wings.
Is Monte. Now Monte is another person that works in the club that isn't a stripper, but I want to see more of. Now she was the Spanish lady that was sewing up the that she sewed the costumes for the girls, as well as she sold them, and she was the one that made Mercedes that nice little pearl number that she had on. But I want to see more of Monte. Where's she from? Did she strip at the Pink? How did she end up at the Pink? Was it through stripping? Was it through something else? Is she there legally? Let's touch it, you know, because she does have an accent, and she has a Spanish accent. And if you remember, there was a lot of Mexican people that was trying to cash their check. They're probably illegal. And I want to see her backstory if you're going to introduce her into season 2. And we did see her throughout. We saw her in the first episode, I think the second one as well. And then in the middle, you didn't really see her as much. And then the last 2 episodes, you saw her. She was even at the auction. So she's my number 9, and I want to see more of her. I thoroughly enjoyed what we gave, the little tease that we gave of her. Number 8.
Where my motherfucking
Ma, give me a motherfucking minute.
Is Gidget. Now Gidget, I like Gidget. And she seems like she is the token white girl, but she is that girl that she tries to help out. You know, she tries to help out Mercedes to get out of jail. Even though she was mad at her, she still considered her sister. She was one of the few girls, if the only girl, that actually, when Autumn first came, she was talking to Autumn. She was trying to be nice to her. She asked, you know, the first night that Autumn danced, she aka Haley, she asked her, does she have a ride and stuff like that. So she seems like she's nice. They hinted that about her mom having a drug problem, We want to see more of that in season 2. She was a main character, but her, like Diamond is another one that he's a main character, but you didn't really see much about him. But I want to see more of Gidget. They also hinted at a relationship where her and, I forgot the guy, the white guy that's the drug addict that Big L was helping out. Yeah, I want to see more about her relationship, more of her mama. We didn't even see her mama, and more about Gidget. How did she get at the pink? Why does she strip? What they said her mom was a stripper too, but we want to find out more about Gidget. So Gidget is my number 8. Number 7.
You're right. I signed some things I shouldn't have signed.
Grandmother Ernestine, not grandmother, grandmother. And that is played by no other than Loretta Devine. Now, I would love to see her as a main role, but I think she's doing a show on Netflix that she does with Tia Mowry that was on Sister Sister. She plays her mother-in-law, and she does a great job. But y'all know Loretta Devine has like 16 jobs already as it is, and she does a great job. She is hilarious in this role. Grandmother Ernestine is hilarious. I like they give her a little backstory that she, before the pink was the pink, she owned it and it was like a juke joint. And you know, back then, a lot of Negro owners, they were kind of played, and you know, she had a lot of debt, and she had a lot of issues came about with the pink. That's how Uncle Clifford, you know, he inherited with a lot of debt and loans and stuff like that. Like, she owed a lot of money, and it, you know, whatever, stuff like that. But I want to see more. I like the fact that she's blind, but she's still so witty and so funny. But I do like Grandmother Ernestine. That's my number 7. Number 6.
Welcome back to the Dead Going last song of the night. Hitting you with that new Little Murder.
Is Little Murder. And at first, I was, especially in the first episode, I didn't like Little Murder. Little Murder was giving me fuckboy tease throughout that whole episode. And then when he was, you know, talking to Uncle Clifford, I didn't know if he was, you know, if he was into the, you know, men or people that are like Uncle Clifford, that are, you know, gender non-conforming or whatever. I actually thought that he was just trying to make his way into his music. But as the series unfolds, we started to like Little Murder. And I know at the end of the season, he kind of dogged Uncle Clifford out and whatnot. But he's not ready. But I do want to see more. And then after that, you didn't see him when all the ruckus was going on in the pink in the last episode. We never heard from him. We don't know if he's living. We don't know if he's dead. We don't know if he left right after him and Uncle Clifford were quits. We don't know. But I do like the character of Little Murder, and it shows a lot of people in the industry that are of the LGBT community that, you know, they're either ashamed or afraid, or their people around them don't want them to come out. And he was reminiscent of people like that. So Little Murder was now number 6. So number 5.
Ooh, it feels like the best orgasm in the world. Joy like no man a vibrator can give.
And I hate the character. Oh, I hate this character. But the woman that plays her plays it so well. And this is Patrice Woodbine, Mercedes Woodbine's mother. Now Patrice, she is so manipulative, and she actually reminds me of people that I know. I'm not even gonna get into that. That's another story for another day. That are very manipulative, and they know how to get to you, because Mercedes is a very strong woman until it gets to her mother. Her mother's just so evil and so manipulative. Her mom knows what strings to pull, what to say to people to get them to be on her side. We saw it in the I think it was episode 5 when her and Mercedes got arrested after Mercedes whooped that ass. Hey, we saw how she got those people to get in her corner after they saw that she wasn't shit, and the way how she was treating Mercedes, she got them over her side. And we saw even at the end when Mercedes, you know, was trying to get back to her, how stinking nasty and selfish she is. Another way of her being selfish is that she stole her money and the space that she wanted for her dance studio. But with Patrice Woodbine is my number 5 pick, and that woman, congratulations to you. I forgot her name. Harriet Foy, I think is her name. You do a great job to play Patrice, and you got a voice on you too, love. Beautiful skin. I just hate them wigs. Keep the blonde one. Anyway, number 4.
Well, don't get cut trying to climb your way back in.
Is Haley Colston / Autumn Night. Now when the series starts, we see this woman fishing, trying to fish this suitcase out of some mucky nasty water, and we get introduced to Haley / Autumn. Now in the beginning of the series, I thought she was dumb, and I didn't hate her. A lot of people did not like her. I actually didn't like the way how excuse me, how Mercedes was treating her, and I was like, damn, I mean, she's secretive and she may not be nice, but damn, you ain't gotta be that mean to her. But as the story unfolds, we see that she's smart, and then we know that she is like a corporate accountant, was it? Something like that. That this woman knew what the hell she was doing. She was smart with money. She was very smart with money. That character was unwrapped slowly, but they did an amazing job. And the young lady that plays her, I think her name is Illyrica or something like that. I'm not sure of her last name. She plays that part so well, and she's British. A lot of British people actually can pull off a very good American accent, and it was a southern accent. So Haley is my number 4 pick of my list. Number 3.
Miss in my crooked letter I, crooked letter I, humpback I.
It's Keyshawn, aka Miss M.I. crooked letter I, crooked letter I, humpback I. Now, in the beginning, all episodes except the last episode, Keyshawn was my girl. But in a way too, when she started to get her little fame after she did the dance in place of Mercedes when she got arrested, she started to get full of herself. And then when Diamond was trying to help you out, you basically went back to Derek. You went back to Derek, Keyshawn, Mississippi. No. I want to see what they're going to do with her for season 2. Hopefully she's in there. Shannon something, I forgot your last name, who plays her. You did a great job. It's nothing against you, but I do not like Mississippi anymore. But she is high on my list because the character development is amazing. Some of these characters I may not like that are high, like Patrice and Keyshawn. Well, Keyshawn is a new enemy of mine. But it's the way how these actors play the character, and the way how the writer wrote the character, I think is so amazing. So that's why they're so high on my list. But Keyshawn, we're disappointed in you, and we just want to see what is going to end up with you and Diamond in season 2 if you make it, because your husband might kill you next time. And if I was Diamond, I would not want anything to do with you. But anyway, Keyshawn is my number 3 on the list. Number 2.
What's up, Style John?
Count on money.
Is Mercedes. Mess it up, Mercedes. Now Mercedes, the actress that plays her, Brandy Evans, I think is her name. And shout outs to Cats Meow. He's another YouTuber. Go check him out, guys. He did an interview with her a couple weeks back. Go check that out as well. And the reason why she is my number 2, not only does Brandy play a good job, I follow Mercedes' story, and her story actually humanizes women that work in a strip joint. She, like myself, is a lover of dance. Her goal is to not only develop a dance group and a dance studio, but to also get back her daughter and to show her daughter that she does love her and that she is capable enough to raise her. And mama had a plan, and she basically said, listen, I cannot be a stripper all the days of my life. I have a backup plan. And unfortunately that backup plan did not work out because of her mother. I could go more into that, but watch the show if you didn't. It's a really good show. Also, like I said, it humanizes strippers, and her character humanizes strippers. and she was a strong, like I said before, she was a strong woman. When Mercedes says this is this, it's it. The only person that can get to her was her mother. But Mercedes is my number 2 pick, and I love her. So before we get to our number 1 pick, and comment down below, stop the video and comment down below, or comment in the little premiere box, because I'm going to premiere this too, who you think my number 1 pick is. And before we even get to that, let's do some honorable mentions. DJ Never Scared, because you were G for being a little kid working at a strip club as a DJ, and I want to see more backstory for him too. Does his mama used to work at the strip club? Is she family to Uncle Clifford? What's up with him? Also, Big L is another one, and I want to see more of him. You saw him a little bit in the first couple episodes, but coming to like the middle to the ending, he had a bigger backstory where he's helping Gidget's boyfriend move that dough. Y'all better move that dough, you move that dough, you move that dough. But anyway, also another special mention is definitely Toy, the farting stripper. We know much about her, but she's funny. Jupiter as well, the pregnant stripper, aka the pregnant bartender. And Mayor Ruffins, Isaiah Washington, I do not agree with you as a person. I do not agree with the things that you say and come out your mouth, but you acted the hell out of Mayor Ruffins. He's hateable, but he's a good character. And my top special mention is Diamond, because they didn't show much about him and he was a main character, but the most that you know about him is that he was in the army and he has an immense deep love for Mississippi that she don't share. Aww. But yeah, that was my honorable mentions. And my number 1.
Heifer, ain't nobody crying over your baby neck smelling ass. What you gonna do when you leave? Now look, I done already let you work a week without getting paperwork started, but I'ma need to see ID now. I mean, I like it when folks get crunk, but Lord knows I needs me a building standing. I ain't got no more money. The pink is gone. Let's do everything we can to make sure that the paint go out with the bang, the likes of which Chuck Lisa ain't never seen before.
Uncle Clifford, played by Nico Anand. Now listen, fun fact, y'all may not know, this P-Valley is based on a play called Pussy Valley that was written, I believe, in 2005. If you guys know the correct date, if I'm wrong, correct year it was created, let me know, put it in my comments. But he did the original character of Uncle Clifford, and I made a joke in my P-Valley review for the first episode that Funky Don Eva could play this part. But the reason why I love Uncle Clifford, not only because he's of the LGBT community, not only that he's funny as hell and he's relatable, but he doesn't care what nobody says. He has amazing fashion sense. It looks like like Mercedes too, it looks like he has it all together, but he's not. The pink is going to foreclosure. He's trying to get all these bills paid, and he's running like 1,600 different businesses in the pink. Another thing I like about him, I said that he's very motherly. He really is, where he was catering to Keyshawn, even though him and Autumn were not really very close as he was with the other girls. He showed a mother figure to her too. But in his words, his bottom bitch was Mercedes. He was really like a mother to her. And that was my top 10 for P-Valley, my favorite P-Valley characters so far. So tell me did you like the video? If you guys like it, definitely hit the like button. If you didn't subscribe. I make videos like this all the time. I would love to say daily, but I haven't been doing like I used to. But definitely look around my channel and see if you might like something, and I will see you guys for another something later.
We may falling on the sky look easy. Look at my bitches, gangsta walking on the city. Green on the floor, money